The world is changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. I smell it in the air. Much that once was is lost, for none now live who remember it.
It all started the other day. I was strolling through Facebook and came across the most unusual and peculiar thing. Hey, what's this? The One Room Fan Museum. After checking out the website, oh, yeah, this looks cool. I decided to email the museum. And send. It seemed though, when I hit send, it transported me into another part of Wellington. I soon realised that I was no longer in Wainui-a-Mata, but a matter of fact, I was in an area called Newtown. So I knocked on the door in front of me, and I was welcomed by another Hobbit.
Hello, welcome to the One Room Fan Museum.
How did I get here?
Well, you're here now. Come on, an adventure.
I was definitely not prepared for what I was about to see.
Come in.
What's this?
This is the One Room Fan Museum.
Yeah.
You've been taken back into the world of Middle Earth in Wellington. This is a little museum I've set up with support from my close friends and family to be a project of love to celebrate the Lord of the Rings and the Lord of the Rings movies.
So what exactly am I looking at? Like what's in this museum?
Well, this is a fan museum. It's not trying to be the Weta Cave, which has got, the original artefacts and things. So this has got some replica things. It's got mementos from when the premieres were on. So it's got our autographs and trophies. It's got just some little bits and pieces to have fun, and it's got costumes. And we've also got a documentary that we made of our experiences, which is, people find it pretty funny.
So, you can't tell me you made all of these, right?
I made some of them, but it's a collection that I've been putting together over a number of years. And so there's costumes that we wore at the premieres of The Two Towers and The Return of the King. And added to that, I've got costumes that my friends have made for me. There's costumes that I've made. There's a costume company was closing down, and I bought a few things there. One thing, some of the stuff's actually donated. One day I had a parcel on my doorstep from Austria, and it was a fan from Germany who'd sent her costume over to me, her elven dress.
And what about this big guy who keeps looking at me?
Well, as I say, I've got a few things in the museum that have been lent to me or donated, and this is a Moria dwarf costume that is actually a cosplay costume made by a young man who works at Weta Workshop, and he's very kindly lent it to me so I can show it to people so they can get some pleasure from it.
And I think one of the cool things is people 20 years onwards are still coming to Wellington to just see these locations and New Zealand.
I know, it's amazing, and that's kind of why I decided to sort of get my stuff out. I decided to do it about 3 years ago, and I just thought, people coming here, they go on, amazing tours, and they can go to Weta Workshop and see really cool stuff. They don't really know what it was like in Wellington at the time, and how amazing it was. So I thought, well, we've got that experience and we can sort of tell a story, and then also, so they can see stuff from the time, get in the zone, and also do stuff like get into costume and really like feel that they're part of Middle Earth. And a few people, I get people to write in a little visitor book, and people say that this just feels like by nerds for nerds and just home. It feels like home for a fan.
no, thank you very much. I'm going to try and find my way out of here, unless I've been summoned here for... Wait a minute. I'm here for an adventure, aren't I?
You certainly are.
That's why the costumes are there.
And so, who would you like to be?
Oh, let's find out.
Take one step forward as you set out on track, out on the road without a second look back. You try to leave me behind, but I know you better than that. 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 Felt lost in the dark when you first disappeared. See, losing my friends is the one thing I fear. Oh, but you came back. I should've known you'd do that. I know you better than that. I know you better than that. I know you better than that. You make look easy, I couldn't compare. But with my ex, I'm doing fine right here. Oh, just singing off track. You know I've got your back. You know me better than that. I know you better than that. I know you better than that.
Don't you lose him, Samwise Gamgee.
I don't mean to. I don't mean to, Mr. Gandalf. It was only at this time that I had realized I had been chosen for an adventure. Gandalf, do you know if I'll make it back?
No. And if you do, you will not be the same.
Take one step forward as you set out on track, out on the road without a second look back. You try to leave me behind, but I know you better than that. 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 Felt lost in the dark when you first disappeared. See, losing my friends is the one thing I fear. Oh, but you came back. I should've known you'd do that. I know you better than that. I know you better than that. I know you better than